Hi, I'm Kat, I'm 18, I live in Essex in England. If you've seen The Only Way is Essex or heard about it, I'm not like that at all. God, that show. Yeah, sorry, I should apologise in advance. I thought I'd have like a whole day in which I could spend a big chunk of it, making this video and making it really good and really quality, and then I can't because of reasons, also family, so enjoy this. Let's see. I have questions. Which do I answer? My laptop screen's down there, which is why I'm going to be staring into the corner. Martha suggests we all tell our favourite joke. I guess that would be a good way to start. So, my favourite one, it's stupid, but what do you call a nosy pepper? Jalapeno business! I have too much fun doing a really bad sassy voice. Okay, and then Margot wants to know what my favourite hat is. Well, I have a lot of hats. I mean, this isn't even all my hats. I have quite a few more. But due to sheer longevity almost, this one is my favourite hat. And I guess, since Martha also wants to know a random fact about me, I've had this hat since I was about 12 years old. And somehow it still fits, so I must have had quite a big head as a 12-year-old. And it's also called Steve, which leads nicely into Yam's question about whether I name inanimate objects. This is my only hat with a name, which is Steve. And then I have my laptop is called the Cat Top, which is half a name. My external hard drive is called Brave Tim, because it's an anagram of the brand Verbatim, which, you know, I like anagrams. This is my mandolin, and he is called Benji, named after Benji Kirkpatrick, I think, who is this absolutely fantastic mandolin player. He plays with Bellowhead and various other folk groups. And then downstairs I have a violin, and she's called Beatrice. We name our cars as well. We have an MG called Pan, which is short for Pantaleimon, from which is Lyra's demon in his Dark Materials, the trilogy. And the other car is called Hester because it rhymes with Fiesta. This is like the third Fiesta we've had, so we've had to keep thinking of names. We had Fiona the Fiesta, we've had Sylvester the Fiesta, and now we have Hester the Fiesta. My mum doesn't like changing her type of car much. We also had Rhonda the Honda and Roy the Rover. We name all our cars. It's quite fun. Wow, I'm tangenting. I asked, what is the oldest object in your room? Knowing it's not even that great, but I have this copy. Do you see that? I have a copy of the Grimm Fairy Tales, which is on kind of indefinite loan from my grandma, and that was, I found it earlier, it was published in 1934, this particular copy, so that's pretty old. And then Margot wants to know the weirdest object I own, which is, I had to rootle around for this. I want to explain it first. So I attend this drama group called Livewire, where I've also been going for 6 or 7 years now, and for the first 3 years it was in this kind of youth centre called The Grove, and when that was going to get knocked out on our last night there, we kind of went for a free-for-all and kind of took souvenirs basically. And in one of the walls they'd had this display case which was for National Condom Week, except it said week for the entire 3 years I've been going, and for the few years before that, from when the group had started going to this place to hold the sessions, it had always been National Condom Week. And when we finally opened the case and we all took bits, my bit that I got was this leaflet on genital herpes. And I looked, and it was published, probably can't read it, it was published in 1993, which means I own an information leaflet on genital herpes that is older than I am. So there's no mentions of herpexia in it. I guess that must have come in a bit more recently. It does have some very interesting cartoons, like this great pun on towels. I have no idea if you can see that. And this guy saying, "Psst, help, I've got an STD." I wonder if my mum can hear me. She'll be really disturbed about the fact that I'm talking about this. I'm pretty sure she doesn't know I have this leaflet on genital herpes. But Lizanne asks, what is your weapon of choice in a zombie apocalypse? Unfortunately, in my house, there isn't really any decent weapons. I mean, I have this pirate cutlass, but it's a bit flimsy. So instead, I have a friend Jack who lives like 3 minutes walk down the road, and I would go to his house because he collects so much memorabilia and he collects a lot of swords. So he has like Excalibur. He has Excalibur. He has Sauron's staff. I don't know how good that would be against zombies. He has a lot of katanas and ceremonial swords, and he also has a battle axe. And I mean, I'm gonna die pretty quickly in a zombie apocalypse. I might as well look cool. So my weapon of choice would be the battle axe. And I believe that's all. DFTBA.